Venerable Dr. Tashi Choedron. She's from Malaysia and she has been a nun for um, 8 years. 8 years. So her path to become a nun is very interesting. So I like to share. I like her to share with you, how interesting path is. Can you tell us how did you become a nun, and what inspired you to take this path?
My path to become a nun is not very spectacular. I'm just a very ordinary, simple nun.
Yeah.
It happened actually many years ago. At that time, I was not a Buddhist, and I was not even. I was very stressed in my work. I was working as a civil engineer in a consultant firm, and the stress was quite enormous. So I requested some friends of mine in Thailand to get me a place where I can just chill out. So chill out meaning that just to relax, So they signed me up in a monastery in Suan Mok, Thailand, and it's a 10-day meditation retreat. And this retreat was very austere because it had. How to say? It had. You have to sleep on wooden pillows, cement slabs. You have to eat the same food every day in the morning and every day in the afternoon, and then no dinner.
Right.
Thousands of mosquitoes. So that's what. So it was very difficult, and I really resented being there. And the first 3 days, my mind was extremely. What they call that. Agitated, but on the fourth day my mind started calming down because every day in Suan Mok the curriculum is that they teach from the basics, Four Noble Truths, the Noble Eightfold Path, Karma, Cause and Effect, Dependent Origination. After learning Dependent Origination, suddenly something clicked in my mind. I felt that Buddhism has answered many of the questions, lingering questions as to why I'm here.
What sort of questions that Buddhism answered?
Is there life after death?
All right.
Yeah, because all of us want some sort of continuity. There's a craving for existence, isn't it? So I was thinking that what happens after I die? So then I'm reborn. So it's like.
Did you have that sort of question before you went into the
Yes. So many questions as to the
Yeah.
purpose of life. I didn't see the point of being alive actually. I mean, not that I was
right.
not I was suicidal, but I mean, being born and living on this planet. I thought that
You
what's
were
the whole
trying to-
point?
yeah.
I didn't see any purpose in life. It was just doing my thing every day, going to work, coming back, and then you do your thing, and then you grow old, and then you die.
Yeah.
And then what's the point? So I didn't see any point in it. And then once there was a nun at Suan Mok. Her name is Ajahn Ari. Ari. She was my Dharma teacher, yoga teacher. She expounded the Dharma very beautifully. Then after learning Dependent Origination, something happened in my mind. And then on the fifth day, I really, from the bottom of my heart, considered myself Buddhist. I was what they call it, not very religious, and I was also anti-establishment also. I did not think that a religion was a source of solace. I thought it was the source of world's problems. And then I practiced. At the end of the meditation retreat, my mind became very soft and very subtle, and I suddenly sprung up this aspiration that may I be able to spend my days and nights in this type of meditation without any concern for what they call that, without wasting time, because I was afraid that you can die tomorrow. So I made aspiration prayers day and night for 7 days that may I become a nun, because I know that my life circumstances is very difficult because I come from a non-Buddhist family. So may I become a nun, may I become a nun. So after 7 years, around the time of Vesak, I suddenly was asked by a Lama whether I wanted to attend a meditation retreat in Nepal. Then I said, okay. Then he said, you will have the opportunity to become a novice nun, temporary. Would you like to? I said, let's do it. So when I went there, it's like everything was very smooth. I shaved my head, donned the robes, and it was only supposed to be for 3 months. And after the 3rd month, I decided that I'm not going to change the robes. I came back to Malaysia with the robes, and 1 year after that, during Vesak time, I was ordained as a Samaneri in Borneo. So it's the power of aspiration prayer. So when we don't expect, we just do the best you can, be a good person, meditate and dedicate the merits. After that, when the time is right, one will get one's aspirations fulfilled. So I wasn't chasing for it, but at the same time I prayed for it. So and when the opportunity arose, it just was very spontaneous. And then here I am 8 years later.
So you get any reaction from your family of becoming a Buddhist?
I expressed my intention to become a nun several years ago, before even I became a nun. And my mother was very angry. There was a big hoo-ha in the family. So I did not inform my parents and I took ordination. But I don't live with my family, so this is. But my passion, my commitment to becoming a renunciant was very strong. So somehow or other the obstacles are starting to clear. And the interest is there. I also had to work to support myself also, and I still do in a way to support myself, because there are no monasteries, no nunneries in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. So once you're ordained, you're left on your own.
How will you manage financially?
I had some housing loan to settle, and then not much savings and all.
Right.
Then I continued to be a freelance sociologist. And then once my finances were stable, so I just maybe work about 4 to 5 weeks a year, like just giving consultancy or teaching in university. So now I'm a part-time lecturer at Nottingham University.
Okay.
Teaching political science.
So in becoming a nun, and then you are able to give advices to people who have problem in community in Malaysia.
Malaysia is a very open country. It doesn't discriminate between monks and nuns, because the people are they're very well educated, and generally they really support and respect the Sangha.
Yeah.
So Sangha, the main duty is to teach the Dharma. So we have many Dharma centers. So especially the Theravada Buddhist centers, they invite nuns and monks from all different traditions. So I get invited to share the Dharma in Theravada Buddhist centers and the temples.
Yeah.
And then also they invite to teach Buddhist studies, diploma in Buddhist studies, 2 subjects, and then also lead meditation retreats. So there are many opportunities arising, but these opportunities arose also mainly because I completed my master's degree in Buddhist studies.
Right.
So that was very important, because devotees generally want to see the qualification of the person that is giving the Dharma teachings, so that the person is speaking with some conviction and some basis, some foundation. So it is because of that now the opportunities are more to contribute to society. Previously it was less, because and visibility is very important. As a nun, one has to be very visible.
First, you started to eradicate your self problem, but later you contribute to society. I think this is wonderful.
Once that we have received the kindness of the laity, it's a reciprocal relationship between the Sangha and the laity. So when the laity has supported the Sangha in the studies, my studies also sponsored by Bante Saranankara, what they call that, Mahakaruna Foundation, and also the kindness of Venerable Wei Wu of International Buddhist College, Thailand. So jointly from these 2 great masters, that I have received the Dharma in terms of the masters in Buddhist studies. So it is my duty to give back to society, the very people that have sponsored. So I have to give back to. It is a moral duty of a nun to do it. And also it helps to stabilize Buddhism in a country that Buddhism is having a lot of cracks, because the laity's fundamental understanding of Buddhism is very poor. So it is very important that every Sangha, even lay people, in fact lay people are doing a whole lot more than the Sangha in Malaysia, because we lack Sangha. So as long as there are Sangha there, so they have to tap the resources of the Sangha, because sometimes the lay people's conviction in the Sangha may be greater than lay teachers teaching.
By doing this, do you think, what is your determination of, are you intending to get the number of Buddhist population increase in Malaysia?
I believe that it can be a dual goal also. Actually, it is not to increase it is to ensure that the Buddhist population does not decline further. I think that is the first goal also. And ultimately, of course, it is the duty of the Sangha to help. That's why I could have easily come to India and gone into retreat.
Right.
But I still stay back to help my fellow Malaysians. Because if all the Sangha were to run away to the forest, then who is going to help the lay people?
I think that is very worthwhile, information that you gave us. And then thank you very much for sharing with us your views on this.
Thank you.